Hey everyone, welcome back to the last Creepypasta-Thon. Today we're going to do something a little different. Today I'm going to give you 2 reviews in one video. That's right, 2 reviews for the price of 1. These videos are free, I don't know why I said price of 1, but anyway. First review for today is going to be for One Night in the Woods. The username that wrote this is named Eurucius. I believe I'm pronouncing that right, and if I'm not, apologies. This story is told in the form of a flashback and is about a guy retelling an old incident that happened to him when he was a college kid. He has an interest in runes and magic stuff and that kind of stuff. And one day is hired by a guy who calls himself Amadeus to help set up a campground for him and his magic cult followers. And the money is pretty decent for a college kid, so our main character takes the gig, not thinking really much of it. At first, everything seems fine. It's just a lot of drugs, beer, and weird dark arts TED Talks. Until later in the night when it comes time to bring the spirits into the world. Well, after performing some kind of weird ritual, that's exactly what happens. Our main character starts to hear loud noises and thuds, leading him to think that some animals have come for them. Being attracted to the smell of the smoke or maybe just the noise, he then sees a deer-like creature, only this thing is standing on its hind legs. He freaks out and makes a break for his tent and stays in there all night long. As soon as dawn comes around, he packs his stuff, sees everyone laying around as if they had just had a drug trip, and gets out of there quickly. It's explained later that Amadeus went missing and was never heard from again. His cult disbanded, and no confirmed deaths or anything too over the top. They also mentioned that the area that they were all doing their weird ritual in apparently has had a lot of weird stuff happen, like UFO sightings, cryptid sightings, so on and so forth. I think this creepypasta is very good. It feels very grounded in reality and doesn't go for anything too gory or over the top. It's subtle and has a very campfire story kind of feel to it, which I think really works for a lot of creepypastas, since a lot of them are just internet stories, old urban legends, or maybe based on real experiences. This one definitely encompasses everything I love about creepypasta stories. As I said, very campfire feel to it. Not too gory. It wouldn't, it's not going to put any gross imagery in your head or anything. It doesn't go for anything too shocking. It plays up ambiguity very well, and honestly, I think this one is actually one of my favorites. So definitely check this one out. Now on to the second one. I found out why no one sleeps in room 14. This one is pretty simple and honestly one of the shortest ones. So short that I'm honestly not going on a script. I'm going completely off memory on this one. This one's about a nurse who is gonna take a nap on his break, and in a nutshell, he is told at first not to go into room 14, which is what the title of the story is called. He says he's going to go in room 14. All the other nurses and doctors are trying to convince him not to, but he doesn't listen and chalks it up to just, he's the new guy and they're just picking on the new guy kind of thing. So he tries to sleep in the room, and I'm not going to give away what happens. This is where the story This is where it gets creepy, so to speak. And I don't really want to give it away because, again, this one is so short. You honestly could finish this one in probably less than 5 or 10 minutes. The audio, if I remember correctly, is about 7 minutes, something like that. And as far as my opinion on this one goes, it's pretty good. Again, has a very urban legend kind of feel to it. This one I would definitely like to see like an amateur filmmaker do something like this. I think this is a creepypasta story that I would love to see adapted to an actual film. So if you're an amateur filmmaker out there, go for it. Send it to me, please. I want to see it. As far as the story itself goes, it's really short. It's worth your time. I'd give it a listen.